slow tempo today. Hickman with the ball right side beyond the arc, guarded by Patterson. Lady Blue Bears opening man defense. Taylor up top, McKinney. Left side, Higgins. Left corner, Hickman. Ball fakes a three and then got Buchanan in the air and was bumped and fouled. It was a nice face by Hickman. And Buchanan commits her first team foul, and the Trojans will inbound on the baseline. VSU is in their orange with blue and white. Lady Blue Bears in white uniforms. Carolina blue numerals and lettering. Black trim. Taylor Daniels up top for Higgins. Driving down the lane, takes a runner that's no good. Dean was a monster rebound, and her stick back is good. A terrific board by Taylor Daniels, who played well in the first meeting between these two teams. Then Livingstone trying to get the ball up the floor, threw it away, up the far sideline. Livingstone turns it over against VSU pressure. That didn't happen much in the first meeting at Salisbury, so it's a good start for Virginia State. Trojans with the ball between the circles. Higgins guarded by Taylor. Right side, Hickman. Now Taylor rotating over, and Livingstone's in a 1-2-2 zone. McKinney, right side three. That's long, and the rebound yanked down by Lovett. She dribbles into the front court. Lovett right side beyond the arc. Up top for Patterson, swings it around for Taylor, back to Patterson between the circles. VSU in a 3-2 zone to start. Taylor with the ball to Patterson between the circles. Right side, Green drives baseline, takes a floating jumper, no good. Deflected rebound is yanked down by McKinney. VSU attacking the basket to our left in the first quarter. They lead 2-0, 8:40 left in the opening 10. Hickman with the ball left side beyond the arc. Up top, Moundy Taylor. Ball deflected by Brittany Taylor for Livingstone. Moundy Taylor recovers, swinging around to Hickman left corner, steps inside her defender, then double team, feeds McKinney. Up top, Taylor, 8 on the shot clock. Left side, McKinney for three. That's a brick wide left, but the rebound grabbed by Higgins. This is a pass off inside, deflected away by Patterson. The rip away by Taylor Daniels, who goes up strong. Her shot was blocked by Buchanan, but Daniels fouled. She'll go to the stripe for two. Buchanan had the loose ball. It was ripped away by Taylor Daniels, and Buchanan commits her second personal, second team. And Livingstone literally doesn't have depth. They dress only 9. They will typically play 8. Taylor Daniels eyes the bucket. Her first shot spins out, no good. And here comes Deanna Young, their super sub, replacing Buchanan. They'll get substantially smaller in this rotation. The 5'11" Buchanan is the tallest of their starters, but they also just added a ton of offense. Second shot, that spins out, no good, and the rebound ripped down by Daniels. Got her own miss after she took it away from Lovett. Then Daniels fouled, dribbling back to the top of the key by Asia Green. First personal, third team. And the Trojans will inbound on the baseline, and Taylor Daniels, she was fired up at New Trent Gym. She is playing at another level in the opening minute 50 here. Inbound to Higgins between the rings. Now a 2-3 zone for Livingstone. Taylor up top, Higgins. Back to Nani Taylor, cuts loose with a three. That's back iron, no good. Rebound, Joy Hickman in traffic. Tried to muscle up the fire, then kicks it off to McKinney up top for Higgins. To McKinney left corner, passed up an open three. Back to Higgins. Right side Taylor, slashing into the paint. Dished the ball off low for Daniels at the last second. Good job by Daniels to keep it and tip it out to Hickman. Now with 2 on the shot clock, a three, back iron, no good by McKinney, and the rebound deflected by Taylor for Livingstone out of bounds, and a foul whistled against Virginia State. India McKinney, her first, team's first. Trojans are on the high wire for a lot of that possession. A couple of difficult to catch last second passes. Patterson fires it up the floor for Lovett. Left baseline, Green. Up top, Patterson cuts loose for three. Front iron, no good. Bouncing rebound tipped by Hickman. Then chased down by Green for Livingstone. Back out to Taylor between the circles. Brittany Taylor runs the point. Left side, Asia Green slashing into the paint for Young left elbow. She drives down the lane, takes a runner short. Rebound grabbed by Daniels. Up the floor for Higgins. Still 2-0 VSU, almost 3 minutes in. Higgins right side, Young. Cross-court pass from McKinney. Backs away with a dribble. Cross-court pass deflected away by Lovett. She breaks into the open floor. Lovett drives to the rack. Missed the layup and the rebound yanked down by McKinney for Virginia State. And Lovett missed a bunny right there. That's reminiscent of some of the struggles VSU had in the game at Livingstone. Still 2-0 Virginia State. Taylor left side beyond the arc for VSU to McKinney beyond the three-point line. Up top for Hickman. Right side Higgins. Puts it on the floor, cross-court pass, Taylor fakes, steps in the 15-foot jumper, that's short, and the rebound grabbed by Taylor for Livingstone. Baseball pass outlet for Patterson into the front court, does a good catch, and then she lobs it out to Deanna Young. Cross-court pass for Brittany Taylor, started to drive, and she travels. Well, VSU playing good defense early. Livingstone averages nearly 80 points a game, and they are second or third in just about every category offensively in the CIAA. Still 2-0 Virginia State. Taylor Daniels dribbles across the midcourt line, picks it up, gives to Higgins between the circles. She starts to drive, feeds McKinney right corner. Picks up her dribble, gives to Higgins in the corner. Backs it off to Taylor. Left side Hickman. Dribbles to the top of the key, feeds Higgins. 12 on the shot clock. Higgins lob it inside Daniels. Back up top for Higgins. Daniels foul line. Cuts loose with a jumper. Rolls off, no good. Hickman got a hand on the rebound, but it's grabbed by Green for Livingstone. She bursts into the front court. Green kicks it off right side Patterson. She drives to the foul line. Lobs a pass into the corner for a three, and that's good for Deanna Young. So Young gives Livingstone their first lead, 3-2. It took the Lady Blue Pillars 4.5 minutes to get on the scoreboard. Taylor Daniels out front. Nandi Taylor for a long three, rolls off, no good. Rebound tipped by Daniels, but grabbed by Green. Up the floor for Patterson. 3-2 Livingstone midway through the first quarter. Patterson yo-yos, drives, feeds Green on the baseline. Up top for Young, who cuts loose with a long three. Back iron, no good. Deflected rebound, Dominique Higgins for Virginia State. Trojans down, run with the rock inside 5. Nandi Taylor slipped, and the ball stolen by Green. Feeds it up the floor. Lovett, she drives to the basket and hits a layup off the glass. Unforced turnover as Taylor stumbled. It is 5-2 Livingstone. Hickman in the front court for VSU, lobs it out to Higgins near the CIAA logo at midcourt here at the Bojangles Coliseum. Taylor with the ball left side beyond the arc against a 2-3 zone. Swings it around to Higgins right side. Higgins starts to drive, dumps it off in the corner for McKinney. Out to Taylor, driving down the lane, takes a floater too hard off the glass, got her own rebound. Her stick back curls in. Nandi Taylor's first basket, 5-4 Livingstone. Patterson in the front court, drives into the paint, dish it off inside for a layup, good off the glass by Lovett. A nice look by Patterson. 7-4 Livingstone in front. Taylor Daniels to Dominique Higgins. Back to Daniels, driving down the lane, lost the ball, got it back on the baseline, and draws a foul from Lovett. Good effort by Daniels, whose intensity level is about as high as it gets right now. Lovett's first, team's third. And we have a timeout on the floor with 3:50 remaining in the first quarter. It is Livingstone 7, Virginia State 4. Back with more Trojan basketball after this. Thank you. .350 remaining in the first quarter from the Bojangles Coliseum in Charlotte. John Emmett. Reminder, later tonight, Trojans Sports Review. Live from the CIAA tournament, 7 to 8 o'clock. Then we have PSU men's basketball for you tomorrow night, sometime after 9. Trojans will open with the quarterfinal round of the men's bracket back at the Spectrum Center in Uptown Charlotte. Can't wait for that. That's about all I got to say. Inbound to Donnie Taylor between the circles. Gives the ball to Dominique Higgins. VSU down 7-4 in the first quarter, but getting the tempo they want early. McKinney with the ball right corner, up top Taylor, left side Hickman. Livingstone sitting now in a 2-3 zone. Higgins beyond the three-point line. Dribbling, dumps it off left corner. Daniel starts to drive, pull up 10-footer from the baseline, no good. And Green comes down with a rebound. Fires it up the floor for Lovett. She gets inside, shot blocked by Hickman, who comes away with a loose ball. Terrific play by Joy Hickman. VSU still down 3 as Taylor dribbles into the front court. Higgins left side beyond the arc. Off a screen from Taylor. Dribbles to the top of the key, now cut off by Patterson. Feeds Taylor left side, brought him up for 3, gives to McKinney. Back to Taylor. Swinging around to Hickman. Right corner Higgins, great pass to Hickman, scores a runner off the glass. Outstanding team basketball right there. Excellent cut by Hickman, good look by Higgins. 7-6 the Livingstone lead. Young dribbles down the lane, dish it off right side, Young three-point country. Up top for Lovett, gives it back to Patterson between the circles. Left side Taylor beyond the arc. She drives down the lane. Lost control of the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Hickman. Good interior defense from VSU, and Livingstone retains possession. Trojan band just rolling in. This is an early start today, but got to give Livingstone's band credit. They've been here for about an hour. Right side 3, Young off the iron, no good. Lovett the offensive rebound. Kicks it back to Patterson. The Young cranks up another 3 and buries that one. Trojans got to get out on her. Brianna Young had 2 open looks right there. Hit the second one. Livingstone has a 10-6 lead. Young with 6 points off the bench. 2:10 remaining in the first quarter. Higgins, right side McKinney. Up top Dominique Higgins. Starts to drive and kicks it off to McKinney in the corner. Up top for Taylor. Left side Hickman, faked a 3. Picks up a screen from Taylor. Picks up her dribble. Gives the ball to Higgins. Back to Hickman in the paint shot. Off the glass and in. A little two-person game there between Higgins and Hickman. And Hickman now with 4 points. Livingstone lead is 10-8 with 1:40 remaining in the first quarter. Whitney Taylor dribbles between the circles. Gives to Lovett playing away from the basket. To Patterson up top. Right side Taylor. We get a whistle and a 3-second violation against Livingstone. Interesting because they're not going to post up with this lineup. You got Green at 5'6", Patterson's 5'4", Taylor's 5'7", Deanna Young 5'5", and Zena Lovett playing the 5 at 5'7". Albert Lovett steals the inbound pass. Green dribbles into the front court for a right side Young 3 that's off the iron, no good. Lovett the offensive rebounder, stick back short, rebounds again, and she's mugged from behind by Nandi Taylor and will go to the stripe for 2. Taylor got her money's worth there, first personal, second team. And Zena Lovett will shoot 2 free throws. Livingstone's lineup is remarkably small. I mean, this would not be an intimidating high school team from a length perspective. But there is outstanding athleticism. Lovett's first free throw is good. Inch per inch, she's the best rebounder in this league. Lovett now with 5 points, 11-8 Livingstone, minute 19 to play in the first. Once they went through their roster culling, they lost a lot of size. Second free throw is short front iron, and the rebound cleared off by Taylor Daniels for VSU, who played for Livingstone in last season's CIAA tournament. Nandi Taylor dribbling into the paint. Takes a step back, 10-foot jumper. It's back iron, no good. Taylor Daniels tips the rebound to Higgins. Kicks it off to McKinney, left corner 3. That's an air ball. It was long. And the rebound glanced off Asia Green out of bounds far sideline. Ball winds up in the hands of Tiffany Silver, who happens to be the Livingstone coach. And she reluctantly hands it to an official, and VSU will inbound in the right corner. Silver was a pretty good player. Maryland, Baltimore County before beginning her coaching career. Taylor with the ball left side for VSU. Inside a minute to play in the first. VSU down 11-8. Higgins with the ball in the right corner. Up top Taylor. Puts it on the floor with 12 on the shot clock. Hickman driving inside. She takes a runner. That's back iron, no good. Rebound is yanked down by Green, and she's fouled from behind by Daniels. Daniels first, team's third. So Livingstone with the ball, a 3-point lead, 42 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Brittany Taylor. Patterson into the front court, left side Taylor, left corner Green. She starts to drive, Green gets into the paint and traveled. Put the brakes on and then tried to kick it out to Lovett and slid for the traveling violation. So VSU gets it back, 29 seconds remaining in the quarter. Higgins against full court pressure. Fires it up the floor for Taylor. She dribbles between the circles. Trojans going to eat most of the rest of the quarter away here. Shot clock's off now. And we get a whistle and a foul as Taylor was bumped by Bria Patterson, her first, fourth team. That's 5 team fouls against the Lady Blue Bears. And so Nadi Taylor will shoot 2 free throws with 15 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. 11-8 Livingstone. First free throw is in and out, no good. Trojans a little cold early from the stripe. Second shot, that's off the iron, no good. Rebound grabbed by Taylor. She fires it up the floor for a drive to the basket by Patterson, and she's fouled on the way. And we'll go to the free throw line. And Taylor Daniels picks up her second. Fourth team, and it sends Patterson to the stripe to shoot 2 here. Her first is good. First point for Patterson, and now Keretria Redfern, who gives the Lady Blue Bears a little size off the bench, but doesn't play a lot. 5'10" freshman out of Buffalo, averaging less than a point a game. Will make an appearance here. Second shot's off the back iron, no good. McKinney with the rebound. Her outlet pass tip. Taylor comes away with it, then is bumped and fouled by Deanna Young dribbling up the floor. First personal, Lady Blue Bears over the limit, so with 7 seconds left, and the Lady Blue Bears up 12-8. VSU goes back to the free throw line. Nadi Taylor, 75% foul shooter on the regular season, but 0 for 2 today. His shooting background is a tough one. And Taylor's first free throw is off the side of the iron, no good. Zena Lovett back after a very brief rest, replacing Redfern. Offense, defense sub there to keep Lovett from picking up a second foul in the quarter. Second shot is good. Trojans make their first free throw of the game, trailing 12-9, 4 seconds left. Patterson racing into the front court, got inside, and her shot was rejected away, out of bounds with malice by Taylor Daniels. 6/10 of the second remaining in the quarter. Asia Green will inbound on the baseline. Lobs it out front off the hands of Deanna Young. Horn sounds, first quarter's over. Well, after one, Trojans getting the pace they want. Livingstone with a 12-9 lead after one quarter. Back with today's second quarter after this time out on the Source, 91.3. CIAA women's basketball quarterfinals. Livingstone 12, Virginia State 9. As we get set to start quarter number 2, Livingstone will inbound the ball in their white uniforms with Carolina blue and black, VSU in orange with blue and white. Livingstone attacks the basket to our right in the second quarter. Green with the ball at top of the key. Hands the ball to Patterson, yo-yos a dribble as she's guarded by Hagens. VSU coming out in man defense for the first time today. Young snaps a pass inside, Lovett, turnaround jumper, front iron, no good. McKinney grabs the one bounce rebound. Hagens dribbles into the front court. Left side, Hickman. Trojans cold early, but good rhythm to their offense. Hagens with the ball right side beyond the arc. McKinney, left side, Hickman, left corner for Noddy Taylor. She backs away against the 2-3 Livingstone zone, now drives to the foul line, double team, lost the ball, steal by Patterson, up the floor for Lovett. Livingstone with numbers, Lovett to the rack, missed the layup, rebound blocked out of bounds by Taylor. Young had it, went up to the stick back, and Taylor swatted it out of her hands out of bounds. Lady Blue Bears will retain possession. They lead 12-9. They'll inbound underneath the basket. Young will trigger it. Young holds over her head, snaps the ball into Patterson. Out front for Brittany Taylor. Left side, Green. Cross-court pass for Taylor. Right side beyond the arc, guarded by Nandi Taylor. Young top of the key, played by Hagens. Now Lovett launches an NBA three. That's off the back iron and in. Looked like the thing would just die on the back iron. Instead, it rolls through. Lovett with 8 points, 15-9 Livingstone, their largest lead. Hagens into the front court, 8:40 to play in the first half. That shot looked like a brick. Quick hands again from Livingstone as Hickman lost the ball to a steal from Patterson. Lovett pull up right side, 10-footer, good. This is where Livingstone puts runs together. It's based on their quickness and athleticism. They forced a lot of turnovers in the first meeting, and now they're up 17-9. Taylor Daniels into the front court. Right side, Hickman up top, Hagens. She dribbles between the circles to Taylor between the rings. Trojans about to make their first sub of the game. Mia Fitz at the table. Hickman driving. Feeds McKinney, right side three, and that's a brick. But Taylor Daniels, the offensive rebounder, stick back is good. 4 for Daniels. Stops the bleeding. It's 17-11 Livingstone. Patterson dribbles into the front court, drives baseline, throws up a wild running one-hander, no good. McKinney with the rebound, outlet Taylor. She's 1-on-2. Taylor to the rack, pops a floater, too hard off the glass, but a foul called. Foul on Brittany Taylor. Her first, team's first of the quarter. That sends Nandi Taylor to the free throw line. 17-11 Livingstone. First Taylor free throw is back iron, no good. Taylor, a 75% foul shooter on the year. 1 for 5 from the stripe. Redford back in for Livingstone, and Mia Fitz, the VSU first sub of the game, replacing Joy Hickman. Second shot's good. 4 points now for Taylor. 17-12 Livingstone. Trojans showing a little backcourt pressure. And that's handled easily as Taylor dribbles into the front court, slipped inside, throws up a runner, no good, but a foul underneath against Virginia State. India McKinney, her second, first team, and it sends Brittany Taylor, 83% foul shooter on the year, to the line for 2, and her first is good. First point for Taylor, who averages 13 a game. Joy Hickman quickly back in for McKinney after the second foul. And Sierra Richburg, who played really well off the bench yesterday, into the game for Taylor Daniels. Richburg with her first double-figure performance since early January. Second free throw, good for Brittany Taylor. 19-12 Livingstone, 7:32 remaining in the first quarter. And that is Mia Fitz traveling in backcourt, bringing the ball up the floor and somehow shuffled the feet a bit. Trojans turn it over on the walking violation. Green will inbound on the baseline, gets it into Lovett, left side three-point country. Out to Patterson, swinging around to Green. Top of the key, Taylor starts to drive, feeds Green right corner. She starts to dribble, gives to Redford, who cranks up a left elbow jumper that's off the iron, no good, and then we have a rebounding foul as Fitz wound up on the floor, but she undercut one of the Lady Blue Bears, who's slow to get up, and now it's Asia Green back on her feet. So Fitz picks up the foul, her first, second team. Green went down hard, but Will shake it off, and she'll trigger the inbound. Gets it into Redfern. Up top for Taylor. Left side, Green. Left corner, Patterson. She backs up with a dribble against Fitz. Top of the key, Green back to Patterson. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. 17 seconds remaining. Patterson starts to go to work with a right-handed dribble. Guarded by Fitz. VSU still playing man defense. Patterson top of the key, Redfern. She holds the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Redfern hands to Green. Pulls up at the free throw line for a line drive jumper. Drills the iron and winds up out of bounds. So VSU gets a stop, down 19-12. 6:45 to play in the second quarter. Livingstone, little burst right at the start of the quarter. Who open up their largest lead. Fitz with the ball between the rings. Left side, Taylor. Right side, Hickman. Right corner, Fitz. Fitz spinning dribble, drives, cut off by Redfern. Double teamed and traveled again. That was good defense from Livingstone. First Redfern to take the drive away. And then Green forcing the walking violation. Livingstone up 7 with the ball as Young dribbles into the front court. Gives to Patterson between the rings. Patterson dribbling against Fitz. Feeds Lovett right side beyond the arc, guarded by Taylor. That's a mismatch. Patterson top of the key. Right side Redfern, and she jacks up a long two off the iron, no good. Fitz tipped the rebound. It's loose on the floor. Picked up by Lovett on a knee. Then Lovett spinning to her feet. And we get a timeout or a foul. It's like we got a timeout whistled. A 30 taken by Livingstone with Lovett fighting for that possession with 3 Trojans. And we have a timeout on the floor. We'll take a break with 5:58 remaining in the first half. 19-12 Livingstone, more VSU basketball. Next on The Source, 91.3 WVST. Livingstone 19, VSU 12. I want to welcome the folks joining us on HSRN today. The voice of choice, Jay Bell, running things at broadcast level for the HSRN folks, and we always enjoy the opportunity to work with them. Inbound to Lovett in the right corner as play resumes. Lobs it out front to Patterson between the circles. She dribbles out near the CIAA logo at midcourt. Starts to advance now. Kicks it off to Lovett. VSU still playing man defense here. Redfern left side, starts to drive on Richburg, got inside, takes a runner, no good, and Hickman yanks the rebound down for VSU. To Hagens into the front court. Snaps a pass inside. Richburg stripped the ball on her way up by Redfern. It's out of bounds. VSU retains possession. Trojans haven't been able to string offense together yet. Lob into Hickman between the circles to Hagens left side in three-point country. Out to Taylor. She starts to drive. Right corner, Hickman, open three. Rolls off, no good. Richburg, the offensive rebound. Muscles up a follow that's an air ball. And the rebound saved by Lovett out to Patterson. She fires it up the floor for Young. Behind the back pass for a Lovett. Left side three. That rolls off, no good. And Hagens comes down with the rebound. She races into the front court. Hagens to the foul line. Out to Fitz. Left side, wide open three. Back iron, no good. Rebound. Lovett knocked to the floor, wrestling with Hagens, who picks up the foul. Hagens passed up a good open look prior to that three. Now Deanna Young back into the game, and Redfern goes to the bench. Again, the Lady Blue Bears going extremely small. And that may eventually be their Achilles heel in this tournament, but a lot of quickness and offensive firepower with the group they have on the floor right now. They lead by 7. Patterson with the ball between the circles. Trojans haven't been able to buy one from beyond the arc yet. Patterson dribbles between the circles. Right side, Taylor beyond the arc. Lob it inside, Lovett, great cut. Her layup is short, but she's fouled by Richburg. She'll go to the stripe for 2. Lovett a little frustrated that it's not an and one. She had a terrific look right there. Richburg's first personal. And that is team foul number 4. Zayna Lovett shooting 2 free throws. 75% foul shooter, all CIAA performer. Her first off the front iron, no good. Also want to welcome the folks joining us on the CIAA web stream today. 19-12, Livingstone over VSU, 4:39 remaining in the half. Second shot good. So Livingstone up by 8. The Trojans struggling offensively as Higgins fires a bounce pass to Hickman into the front court. Hickman left side beyond the arc, top of the key. Taylor pulls up in the paint for a jumper, front iron, no good. Rebound yanked down by Hickman. Turns, lobs it in the corner for Fitz. Backs it out to Maddie Taylor between the circles. Right side Fitz, holds over her head. Gives to Higgins between the rings. She starts to drive. She takes a runner. It's blocked, but she draws a foul and will go to the free throw line for 2. And Higgins might be the player VSU needs to get this thing going. Green the foul, her second, team second. Higgins can score. That's not normally her role. She loves to dish, but she has the ability to finish. Her first free throw is good. Well, the Trojans need something badly. Kenetria Redfern back in replacing Green, who will sit for a bit with 2 fouls as Tiffany Silver carefully managing what right now is a 7-player rotation. Second foul shot is good. Higgins knocks down a pair. 20-14, Livingstone in front. Brittany Taylor dribbles into the front court. Hickman got a hand on it, but Taylor recovers. Taylor driving on Hickman, got into the paint. All kinds of contact. Shot blocked by Richburg, and the rebound grabbed by Hickman. Higgins racing into the open floor. Higgins pops a floater. That's back iron, no good. And then Young collides with Fitz, who winds up on the floor, and the foul will go against Fitz, who has at least 1 bruise for each foul she's committed. That's her second. Team foul number 5. Fitz wound up hard on the deck there. Well, we had 5 team fouls. The officials evidently disagree because there's no free throws being shot. Young with the ball top of the key, drives into the paint. She draws a foul as her shots wild off the glass, but she was bumped by Richburg.
Virginia State foul number 21.
That's Richburg's second. And we've got 16 in the quarter. Either way, VSU's over the limit now, and Deanna Young will shoot 2 free throws. And the officials almost missed a couple yesterday, but usually they were alerted by the table. Free throw is front iron, no good by Young, and now the officials have been summoned to the table for a conversation, and Tiffany Silver was over there kind of barking at somebody, and I think they maybe did miss a 1-and-1 that last time down the floor. 1 shot left for Young, who's a 67% foul shooter. Patrick Henry Community College last season. And her second shot is good. 7 points now for Young, 21-14 Livingstone. They've been in control here in the second quarter. Full court Livingstone pressure. Trojans tough time getting the ball in bounds. Now Fitz finds Higgins up the floor for Hickman. Now VSU numbers. Hickman driving layup. Good, she's fouled. It counts. Hickman took Redfern to the rack right there. Redfern's first, team's third. And it'll be an and one for Joy Hickman. Trojans needed that. Now 21-14. 21-16. They were slow putting the basket up. And Hickman now with 6 points, and her free throw is good. And Joy Hickman providing offense. 21-17, closest it's been in a while. Young, a right side NBA 3 that just scrapes off the iron and winds up out of bounds to Virginia State. And the Woo-Woos ignore the ball, and the band has to pick it up. There's a lot of room behind the baskets here. A lot of room. This is really a hockey building. In fact, the ice is still down. It's covered, but not the warmest environment we've ever had for a basketball game. Higgins up the floor for Taylor. yo-yos the dribble, lost the ball, and it's stolen by Lovett. She dribbles into the front court. Lovett stumbled to a knee and still came up with that steal. Patterson left side beyond the arc. Out front, Brittany Taylor. VSU is back in a 3-2 zone here. Patterson out front for Lovett. Puts it on the floor, starts to drive, left elbow, 17-footer. That's an air ball. Trojans have scored that out of bounds. And it belongs to Virginia State. This building the home of the Charlotte Checkers of the American Hockey League. The longtime home of the East Coast Hockey League version of the Checkers. The boards are all still up. They're covered. It really has a hockey feel to it. Richburg top of the key. Right side, Nandi Taylor. I will not be disappointed when the tournament moves uptown tomorrow to what is now the Spectrum Center for men's quarterfinal Thursday. Hagan starts to drive. Gives the ball to Fitz, right side beyond the arc. VSU down 4 here. Shot clock at 5. Fitz steps into a right side 3. Front iron, no good, and the rebound winds up curling over the glass and out of play. Trojans have been patient. That's been the one saving grace. They don't want to run with Livingstone. That could get out of hand in a hurry. Patterson brings the ball up the floor, 21-17. Lady Blue Bears in front, 2:13 remaining in the quarter. Redfern right side beyond the arc. Trojans daring her. She gives the ball up to Lovett. Right side, Redfern starts to drive baseline and travel. Well, VSU will inbound it backcourt. Livingstone going after a 3rd consecutive trip to the CIAA semifinals. This is their 3rd straight winning season. Hagens in backcourt, up the floor for Mia Fitz. Back to Hagens. Into the front court for Richburg. Right side, Hickman out to Hagens between the rings. She's guarded by Patterson, top of the key. Taylor slashing into the paint, pops a floater, back iron, no good. And the rebound grabbed by Brittany Taylor, fires an aggressive pass up the floor for Lovett. Got to the basket and lays it in. Lovett releasing early. She has 13 points. That was an aggressive pass, but it was right on the money. 23-17 Livingstone. Minute 30 remaining in the half up. Pass up the floor from Fitz, deflected away, stolen by Young. Right side, Patterson out to Young for a 3. Off the iron, no good, and the rebound grabbed by Taylor from VSU. Now the Trojans have numbers. Taylor inside, Hickman shot blocked from behind by Redfern, but foul on the play. And Hickman goes to the free throw line for 2. Redfern commits her 2nd. 14 fouls now here in the 2nd quarter committed by the Lady Blue Bears, who lead by 6 with 1:14 remaining in the half. And Joy Hickman shoots 2 free throws, and her first is good. 8 for Hickman. Now Cherokee Cardricci into the game for Livingstone. 6-footer, he'd been in the starting lineup for some stretches this year. 2nd shot is good. Hickman knocks down a pair. She's in double figures. 23-19 Livingstone. 1:12 remaining in the half. Young dribbles into the front court. Down the lane. Goes all the way to the rack. Missed the runner. Deflected rebound. Fitz got a hand on it, but Patterson comes away with it. Feeds Young for a wide open right corner 3. That's short. Rebound grabbed by Taylor. She bursts into the open floor. Nadi Taylor all the way to the rack. Lays it up and in. 6 for Taylor. Good hustle there from BSU. The Livingstone lead, which had been 8, is down to 2 with 44 seconds remaining in the half. Brittany Taylor driving baseline. Lost the ball out of bounds as she went up, and it was knocked away by Hickman. I'm not sure if she was trying to shoot there. If she was, it was not a well-advised shot. And Hickman knocked it out of bounds. Taylor will inbound on the baseline. Gets it into Lovett beyond the arc. Out front, Cardricci. Hands to Patterson. Right side, Taylor. Out front, Young starts to drive. Oh, she ran over Fitz, and that's an offensive foul. Trojan bench loves it. Deanna Young's 2nd, team's 5th. And Tiffany Silver had something sharp to say from the bench. That was clearly a charge. 2 of the officials conferring and pointing toward the Livingstone bench. Silver had a sharp reaction to that call. And it's going to be a T. Oh, they gave it to Young. They gave Young a T. I thought the Blue Bears had a T coming there, but I thought it was Silver. And I guess that's why she was upset that it wasn't the foul. It was the T. That's a big break. Mia Fitz shooting free throws, hits her first. So she'll shoot the tees, and then VSU gets bonus free throws. Asia Green in, and Young stomps to the bench and heads for the dressing room. Second shot is good. Fitz knocks down a pair. That was a non-shooting foul. Yeah, my bad. That was a charge, so no bonus free throws. But Fitz hits the tees, and now VSU with the game tied at 23 gets the possession, and they can just about hold for the final shot of the half. 1 second game clock, shot clock differential. 23 to play in the half. Hagens into the front court. To Fitz between the rings. Right side Hagens. Trojans will spread it out here, eat some clock. Taylor with 12 on the shot clock, dribbling out near midcourt. Now the clock at 8. Taylor picks up a high screen from Richburg. Taylor driving, right corner Hagens. Open three, it's an air ball. Lovett comes down with a rebound, and she draws a foul as she turned to dribble it up the floor. And they got Hickman. That is her first. For the Trojans over the limit, and with 0.8 of a second remaining in the half, Zena Lovett will try to put Livingstone back in front as Deanna Young returns to the bench. She kind of went into timeout for a little cool-off period. And that there's a lot of room behind the benches here too, again with all the hockey stuff up. Lovett shooting free throws in her first, beats the rim within an inch of its life and drops through. They may have to repaint that rim, but it went down. 14 now for Lovett, and Livingstone will take a lead into halftime. Second shot, and that's perfect. So Lovett, a 15-point half. 25-23 Livingstone, inbound to Hickman. She heaves it down the floor, and it was nowhere close, and the horn sounds, and we've reached halftime. But what a good 4 or 5 minutes there in the second quarter for Virginia State, and Livingstone with a 25-23 halftime lead in the first of our CIAA quarterfinal games today. Coming up at halftime, for the HSRN folks, we'll send it back to the studio. The folks on our streaming video enjoy the halftime here on the floor. For those of us listening at WVST, we will recap the first half scoring and stats if we can find any stats. Then we will look at the rest of the tournament and preview the second half of this one at halftime. It is Livingstone 25, VSU 23. Back with halftime activity after this time out on the Source, 91.3 WVST.
Virginia State will inbound the ball to begin play in the second half.
9:20 and a 9:40 tip-off. We will have an 8:50 live Trojan Sports Trojan Smash tomorrow night from the tournament, so we'll be able to give you at that point a really clear idea of timing. All right, teams back on the floor for the second half of this one. VSU in their orange with blue and white. Livingstone in white with Carolina blue and black. Trojans attacking the basket to our right in the second half. They have the first possession. We are underway. Joy Hickman with the ball right side beyond the arc. Up top, Noddy Taylor. Livingstone still in the zone. A little different look from that 2-3 they were playing in the first half. Hagen's top of the key. Right side, Hickman driving to the foul line. Feeds Taylor Daniels. She turns down the lane, got to the rack, missed the layup, deflected rebound. Hagen's left baseline. She throws up a shot, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Daniels, and it belongs to Livingstone. VSU got a couple of pretty good cracks at it right there. They're announcing a rebounding foul on Taylor Daniels. Daniels, third, team's first. That's a problem for VSU. So Livingstone with the ball and a 2-point lead. Love it. Top of the key for Green between the circles. Hands the ball to Taylor driving. Kicks it back to Green in the paint. She takes a 10-foot jumper but traveled before she let it go. It missed long off the back iron. And that was academic because Green hit with the walking violation. And Virginia State has the ball with a 25-23 Livingstone lead. 9:05 remaining of the third quarter. Hickman with the ball in the right corner. Up top, Noddy Taylor. Right side, Hickman lets go with a three. That's off the iron, no good. But she chases on a rebound right baseline. Feeds it out front for Taylor. Good pass inside for Taylor Daniels, who's fouled from behind as she goes up and will shoot 2 free throws.
Livingstone foul number 1.
Foul is on Patterson, her second, team's first. And Taylor Daniels will go to the stripe trying to tie the game with 8:47 remaining in the third quarter. I know we had a little blip in the broadcast right there. We were off for our WVST audience for a few seconds. Daniels' first free throw, front iron, no good. Trojans had the first possession of the half. Fed a pass inside for Daniels, who missed a layup. Hagens came up with a rebound, but missed her stick back, and Daniels was whistled for a foul, her third. Second Daniels free throw, that's good. 5 points for the ex-Lady Blueberry, Taylor Daniels, and now it is a 25-24 Livingstone lead. Taylor into the front court for Livingstone, gives the ball to Patterson between the rings. She's shadowed by Hickman. VSU still playing man defense, a little different look. Trojans don't typically play a lot of man. Patterson. Right side, Taylor. Zena Lovett dumps it off in the corner for Taylor, a three that's off glass and iron, no good. Rebound chased down by India McKinney. She feeds Hickman in the front court. Hands the ball to Hagens, top of the key. Hagens gives the ball to Taylor. Swinging around to Hickman. Dumps it off in the corner, McKinney. She puts it on the floor. Feeds Hickman. Back to McKinney. Out front, Noddy Taylor. Left side, McKinney, three. It's long off the back iron, but Daniels comes away with a rebound. Trojans continue to dominate the glass. Hagens with the ball right side. High post, Daniels. Left side, Taylor for three. That's back iron, no good. And Lovett comes down with a rebound for...
Three-point goal for number 1, Bria Patterson.
Bria Patterson just nailed a three to get Livingstone on the scoreboard here in the second half. And we apologize, we're having some technical difficulty with our WVST broadcast and had to look away for a moment to reconnect. But Patterson nails a three, and it's 28-24 in favor of the Lady Blueberries. 7:11 remaining in the quarter. Taylor left side, Hickman for VSU. Starts to drive on Young. Now Taylor backs away with a dribble, 4 on the shot clock. Taylor driving into the paint, dish it off inside. Hickman throws up a shot off the glass, no good. And the rebound yanked down by Lovett. She races into the front court, left side, Green to the rack, layup, cools off, no good. And McKinney with a rebound. 28-24 Livingstone, 6:43 remaining of the third quarter. Hickman with the ball left side beyond the arc. In the corner for Higgins, who backs away with a dribble. Out front, Daniels tips the ball to Taylor. Back to Higgins, left side. She drives down the lane, pops a little runner, back iron, no good, and they rebound grabbed by Brittany Taylor for Livingstone. Trojans still really cold. Patterson left side beyond the arc. Out front, Young. Right side, Lovett. Up top for Patterson. For Shannon Buchanan, driving inside, missed the shot, got her own rebound. Her stick back won't fall. That's tipped up by Green, no good. And the rebound yanked down by Daniels for Virginia State. Livingstone had 3 great looks at it right there. Came away empty. Lady Blue Bears still up by 4. Hickman with the ball left, Taylor with the ball left side beyond the arc. Up top for Hagan, starts to drive, gives to Hickman. Left side, Taylor. Right side, McKinney throws up a 3. That's back iron, no good. Trojans still over from out there. And Lovett comes away with a rebound. She dribbles the length of the floor, got to the rack, scores a layup off the glass. 17 for Lovett. 30-24. Livingstone beginning the third quarter as they began the second. Starting to stretch the lead against the VSU team. It just hasn't been able to find their touch offensively. Taylor driving down the lane, got in the paint, pops a jumper and hits it. 8 for Nandi Taylor. 30-26 Livingstone. Bria Patterson left side open 3. Spins off, no good. Deflected rebound, Taylor for VSU. Lovett wound up knocked to the floor. Taylor pulls up, foul line jumper. That's back iron, no good. But McKinney chases the rebound down left corner. Feeds Higgins driving into the paint. She pops a runner. That rolls off, no good. Hickman with a rebound. Lobs it out front, Taylor. And VSU resets the offense, and then Taylor bumped and fouled by Patterson. And that's 3 on Patterson. Second team foul of the quarter. And a timeout on the floor with 4:43 remaining third quarter. 30-26. Lady Blue Bears in front. More CIAA basketball after this timeout on the Source. 91.3 WBST. Hopefully we can get it to hang on for the remainder of this one. 4:43 remaining in the third quarter. 30-26, Livingstone in front. Both teams getting stops early in the second half. And Livingstone putting a little run together. They led by as many as 6 here in the second half. Trojans down 4 with the ball out of the timeout. Hickman up top for Higgins. VSU rebounding extremely well. Higgins, foul line, Richburg. Swinging around to Nandi Taylor into Richburg. She's posted up. Used up her dribble. Pass deflected, but recovered by Higgins. Right baseline. Throws up a jumper that's an air ball. Richburg got a hand on the rebound, but Taylor comes away with it for Livingstone. Up the floor for Green. Good transition defense from VSU. Green has to lob it back out front. And Brittany Taylor sets the half-court offense for the Lady Blue Bears. VSU now shooting 19% for the game. Buchanan up top, Redford. Right side, Brittany Taylor. Backs away with a dribble. Gives the ball to Lovett between the rings. Lovett, foul line, jumper, front iron, no good by Buchanan. But an offensive rebound by Lovett to Buchanan, right elbow. She puts it on the floor, then threw it away. Stolen by Taylor. Bursting into the front court, Taylor goes to the rack. 1-on-2, left the layup short. But Buchanan tips the rebound out of bounds, and VSU keeps the possession. Boy, somebody needs to take the lid off the basket to our right. Inbound to Higgins. Right corner for Hickman. Back to Higgins between the rings. Left side Taylor. She backs away with a dribble. Feeds Richburg, who drives down the lane, turns, pops a jumper, and hits it. Tiara Richburg's first basket. 30-28 Livingstone. Brittany Taylor into the front court. To Green, back to Taylor. She backs away with a dribble. Between the circles. Now gives the ball to Buchanan, left side. Open baseline jumper, back iron, no good. Deflected rebound taken by Redfern, who shots off the back iron, no good. Then the rebound tipped out of bounds by Richburg. And Livingstone retains possession. Redfern started to line up to take the inbounds pass and then backs away. Now Green will trigger it. Gets it into Lovett. Up top Redfern. Buchanan. Right side Green drives baseline. Cut off by Taylor. Back to Young. She drives baseline right. Takes a runner. No good, but is fouled by Hickman. That's Hickman's second. Team's second. And Livingstone will shoot free throws here with 2:51 remaining in the third quarter. Lady Blue Bears out in front. 30-28. First shot's good. Three for Brittany Taylor, all from the stripe, and she's normally a dynamic scorer. Livingstone isn't burning it up from the floor either. Second shot's good. Taylor still without a field goal, but now has 4 points, and Livingstone's out in front. 32-28, 2:50 remaining in the quarter, and then Hagan's bringing the ball up the floor. Her pass deflected away by Green, out of bounds. Virginia State retains possession. Trojans will inbound near midcourt. Down by 4, now 2:46 remaining in the third quarter. We're going to reset the shot clock. It dwindled a little far. And now the official's going to talk about it. They've got 24 up there right now. And after a brief conversation, I think they want 26 on the clock. Not at 27. They put the shot clock back to 27. Inbound to Taylor, left side near the sideline. Gives the ball to Higgins between the rings. To Taylor beyond the arc. Up top for Hickman. She starts to drive and was fouled by Asia Green. That's 3 on Green. Third team foul. No, they got Buchanan. So that's away from the ball.
That is her third.
That's Buchanan's third.
Team third. In the game for Livingstone, number 32.
And now Cherokee Cartrichi's back in the Livingstone lineup, replacing Shannon Buchanan. VSU will inbound on the baseline. Hickman can't find anybody, then gets it into Richburg, out to Taylor, left side, 3, bingo, Trojans finally hit one from out there. Nandi Taylor cuts the Livingstone lead to 1, 32-31. Taylor now with 11 points. VSU had missed their first 16. Brittany Taylor for Livingstone. Left side Green drives on Taylor, pops a jumper. That's off the iron, no good. Carrici the offensive rebound, but her stick back a brick. And that's cleared off by Richburg for VSU. Carrici stick back missed. And Richburg comes away with a rebound. The Trojans can grab their first lead of the second half here. In fact, their first lead, look at the game. They did score the first basket. Taylor dishes off a pass inside for a layup. Good off the glass by Richburg, and VSU leads. For the first time since it was 2-zip, when the Trojans scored the first bucket, then Livingstone hit a 3. For the first time since about the opening 3 minutes, Virginia State's in front. 33-32 Trojans, 1:29 remaining of the third quarter. Redfern left elbow, left baseline Taylor. She takes a tough fadeaway jumper and hit it. Brittany Taylor's first field goal. She was wearing Joy Hickman. It hits from about 15 feet out. 34-33 Livingstone. Minute 9 to play in the third. Higgins with the ball between the circles. Right side Hickman drives baseline. Got to the rack. Layup is good off the glass and iron. Hickman got the shooter's roll there. She has 12. 35-34 VSU. Taylor for Livingstone. Ball knocked away from behind at the foul line by Hickman, and the Trojans come up with a steal. Higgins into the front court. She takes a pull-up 10-footer, swish. Dominique Higgins' first field goal. Suddenly the Trojans finding a little offensive rhythm, and they lead 37-34, their largest lead of the game, with 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Brittany Taylor dribbles into the front court. Livingstone spreading the floor out. Redford with the ball left side beyond the arc. Up top, Brittany Taylor. Left side, Lovett. And Lovett traveled. Good defense by Higgins. Lovett tried to cross her over. Higgins didn't buy it. And now Deanna Young into the Livingstone lineup for the first time since her late second quarter technical foul. But she is a tremendous streak scorer, and Livingstone needs to find some rhythm offensively now after they started the half as though they would find their groove and then regressed again. Higgins into the front court. 8 seconds to play in the quarter, and VSU up by 3. Higgins dribbles between the rings. Higgins with the clock down to 3. Higgins gets into the paint, takes a tough fadeaway jumper, and hit it! At the buzzer, Dominique Higgins ends the third quarter by giving Virginia State a 39-34 lead. Now 6 points for Dominique Higgins, and VSU up 5, end of 3. Back with the fourth quarter after this time out on the Source, 91.3 WVST. Quarter at the Bojangles Coliseum in Charlotte. Virginia State 39, Livingstone 34. CIAA Women's Quarterfinals. Winner of this game plays Friday at 1 in the conference semis. VSU going after a 6th straight win. Livingstone trying to reach the semis for the 3rd straight year. Lady Blueberries have the ball to start the quarter. Patterson dribbles between the circles, guarded by Joy Hickman. VSU in a man. Lovett up top. Buchanan back in for Livingstone. Patterson for Deanna Young, starts to drive. Young, a runner from the baseline off the glass, no good. Deflected rebound, Joy Hickman. Gives the ball to Dominique Higgins, who hit 2 big buckets at the end of the quarter for Virginia State. Hickman starts to drive, shovels it out to Higgins. Right side, McKinney gets it into Richburg. That's knocked away out of bounds by Lovett, and VSU retains possession. Trojans will inbound on the baseline, 13 shot clock. Inbound to McKinney. Up top, Nani Taylor. She drives, swings it out for a long 3 off the iron, no good by Higgins, and the rebound grabbed by Patterson. Young up the floor for Livingstone. Left side, Lovett. Out front, Patterson between the circles. Patterson works a right-handed dribble. Feeds Buchanan. Out to Taylor for Livingstone. Taylor driving down the lane. Swings with it for Patterson. Right corner 3, no good. Deflected rebound, Lovett. Turns, pops a jumper in the paint and hits it. 19 points for Lovett. 39-36 VSU, 8:40 remaining. Hickman in backcourt, lost her dribble but finds Higgins, who gets it across the stripe to Joy Hickman. Lady Blueberries drop back into his zone. Dominique Higgins. Right side, Nandi Taylor. Right corner, Hickman. Out front, McKinney. Into Richburg. Out to Taylor. Steps into a 17-footer. Buries it. That's Nandi Taylor's touch. She has 13. 41-36 Trojans. 8:12 remaining. Brittany Taylor into the front court. Dribbles against McKinney. Feeds Patterson beyond the arc. Right corner, Lovett. Holds over her head, lobs it out to Patterson. She backs away near midcourt. Now Patterson off a screen from Lovett, starts to drive. Patterson shovels it inside Buchanan, turns, pops a jumper short, and the rebound yanked down by Richburg. Felt like Buchanan was in the paint for about a month. Hickman into the front court. VSU up 5 with the rock. Taylor left sideline to Hagens between the circles. She bounce passes left side. Taylor throws up another three. Back iron, no good. And the rebound yanked down by Taylor for Livingstone. Brittany Taylor fires it up the floor for Patterson. To Taylor between the rings. Taylor works a dribble between the circles. Feeds Patterson left side. Young driving down the lane, pops a runner, no good off glass and iron, but got her own rebound. Young spins up a circus shot with the right hand and scores the scoop. 9 for Young, a tough finish. 41-38 Trojans after Noddy Taylor missed a three on VSU's last possession. Hickman with the ball between the circles. To Hagens between the rings. McKinney, foul line Richburg. She's double teamed, she traveled. Good defense there from the Lady Blue Bears. Mia Fitz back in for Virginia State. Asia Green returns for Livingstone. Trojans getting the tempo they want in this one. They wanted a low-scoring game. VSU heating up now. They're shooting 28%. 41-38 Trojans. Green driving down the lane, takes a runner, no good. Lovett comes down with a tough rebound, wound up on the floor in traffic, and draws a foul from Hagens. Hagens' second, team's first of the quarter. And Livingstone will inbound on the baseline. Trojans were down 6 middle of the third quarter. Wound up grabbing a 5-point lead by the end of the quarter. They missed their first 16 three-point shots. Inbound Brittany Taylor to Patterson between the circles. Left side Green dumps it off in the corner. Deanna Young. She backs away with a dribble. Feeds left corner Taylor. Snaps a pass inside. Deflected away by McKinney, who reached over Green and commits a foul. It's McKinney's third. Team's second. Both teams have several players carrying 3 fouls now. Inbound to Lovett. Up top Patterson. Taylor between the circles. Right side Green. Out front Young, 3 behind a screen. Front iron no good. Long rebound McKinney. Up the floor Noddy Taylor. Now the Trojans want to run. Taylor to the top of the key. Right side McKinney thought about the 3. Lobs it back out to Taylor. Taylor against Young near sideline. Dribbles to the top of the key. Feeds to Hagens. She starts to drive to Young. Left side Mia Fitz. Fitz starts to drive. Draws a foul on the floor. And I think she just drew Deanna Young's 4th. And that is Young's 4th. First team foul of the quarter. Young headed to the bench as though she was coming right out of the game. Trojans lost the ball inbounding, and it's a Lovett right side 3, front iron no good, but she draws a foul. Again, we apologize for scrambling to get back on the air and didn't get a great look at all of that. But VSU, after the foul by Young, lost possession of the ball, and then Lovett fouled, shooting a 3-pointer. Foul on Hagens, her 3rd. So Lovett shooting 3 here. It's her first, now has 20 points. 3 fouls on Hagens. 2 team fouls in the quarter against Virginia State. They lead 41-39. Second shot is good. 1 more for Lovett. Joy Hickman back after a brief rest. India McKinney goes to the bench for VSU. So Lovett with a chance to tie the game with free throws here. And her 3rd shot is good. 22 points for Lovett. Now it is deadlocked, 41 apiece. Livingstone shows full court pressure. Richburg with the ball in backcourt to Hickman. Trojans handle it. Hagens between the circles. Driving down the lane, takes a runner, no good, but she drew a foul and she'll go to the stripe for 2. Fouls Patterson's 4th, 2nd team. So Livingstone now with 2 players with 4 fouls, and that's an issue for a team that rotates only 8. First free throw is good for Dominique Higgins. She has 7 points. Higgins, little offensive burst at the end of the third quarter. Part of what flipped the game to VSU's advantage. Trojans back in front. Second Higgins free throw, back iron no good. And the rebound grabbed by Taylor for Livingstone. 42-41 Virginia State, 5:27 to play. Patterson top of the key. Dribbles between the circles. She's shadowed by Higgins. VSU playing man defense here, but kind of a matchup zone actually. Lovett with the ball top of the key, starts to drive. She's doubled, swings it out to Patterson. 6 on the shot clock. Patterson knocked away by Higgins, and Richburg comes up with a steal. Fits into the front court. Nadi Taylor driving down the lane, all the way to the rack, lays it up and in. Great little hesitation, and Taylor with 15 points gives VSU a 44-41 lead with 4:50 to play. Brittany Taylor guarded by Nandi Taylor. Dumps it off for Young, driving into the paint. Young has contact, throws up a shot, back iron, no good. No whistle, got her on rebound. Her stick back is good, she's fouled and it counts. Deanna Young stays after it and draws the foul from Hickman. Her third, team's third. Now it is 44-43, BSU in front with 4:36 to play. Timeout on the floor. Back with more CIAA tournament basketball after this timeout on the Source. 91.3 WVST. Okay. Deanna Young hits the and one out of the timeout and ties the game at 44 with 4:33 remaining. Full court Livingstone pressure. Hickman handles it to Nadi Taylor into the front court for VSU. Higgins with the ball between the circles. Seesaw late third quarter and then through the fourth. Taylor top of the key. Driving down the lane. Takes a run and it's blocked out of bounds by Green. One official signals Livingstone ball. The official's going to huddle on this one. And it is VSU. That was clearly blocked out of bounds. The only question is, might it have scraped off of Taylor on the way out? One official thought it did momentarily. Now Higgins right baseline. Up top for an open three by Hickman. Bingo! Joy Hickman nails just the second three of the game for VSU. 47-44 with inside 4 minutes to play. VSU in front. Lovett with the ball left side beyond the arc. Up top Patterson. She calls out a set, guarded by Fitz. VSU, Livingstone just completely threw the ball away. Patterson sailing a pass on the left wing for Green. Green had cut to the basket, and the ball sailed behind her out of bounds. Unforced turnover. VSU with a rock up three. 3:42 to play. Higgins into the front court. Guarded by Green between the circles. Higgins dribbling down the lane, takes a shot in traffic, missed off glass and iron. Lovett comes down with a rebound. She races into the front court. Lovett all the way down the lane to the rack, lays it up and in. 24 for Lovett, 47-46 is the lead for Livingstone. So Lovett hits the runner, and VSU leads by a point, 47-46. With 2:57 to play. Again, we apologize. We're having technical difficulties trying to do about 4 things at once. Hagen's left side jumper from 15, no good. And the rebound grabbed by Lovett for Livingstone. Up the floor, Deanna Young. She starts to drive, backs away, and gives the ball between the circles to Lovett. Now Taylor between the rings as Livingstone settles into a half-court set. Right corner, Green starts to drive, takes a pull-up 15-footer over Richburg and hit it, and Livingstone's in front. Asia Green just hit her first basket of the game, 48-47. Taylor driving all the way, lost the ball out of bounds as she was shadowed by Patterson, and VSU turns it over. So 2:20 remaining, and Livingstone out in front, 48-47. Brittany Taylor dribbles the ball up the floor for the Lady Blue Bears. Now near the sideline, and we get a timeout requested by Tiffany Silver. 2:13 to play, and we will take a break. 48-47. Lady Blue Bears in front. More Trojan basketball after this timeout on the Source. 91.3 WVST. .213 to play. CIAA quarterfinal matchup between Livingstone and Virginia State. Lady Blue Bears 48, VSU 47. Lady Blue Bears with the ball out of the timeout. Zena Lovett will trigger the inbound. Gets the ball into Taylor between the circles. Brittany Taylor guarded by Hickman. Right side Lovett played by Hagens. VSU in a man. Taylor, left side Green, starts to drive on Richburg. Slipped into the paint and threw the ball away. I think she decided she was going to dump it off to Lovett and just sailed it out of bounds, and Livingstone coughs it up. 1:59 to go. Trojans down a point with a rock. Hagens into the front court. Right side Taylor beyond the arc. Off a screen from Hickman. Taylor, left side Hagens. Starts to drive baseline, cut off, 12 shot clock. Fitz driving down the lane, takes the runner, no good, but she's fouled, and she'll go to the stripe for a pair.
Livingstone foul, number 10, Zena
Foul on Lovett, her second, third team. And Mia Fitz goes to the free throw line, minute 39 to go. Trojans down by 1. Fitz 2 points on a couple of second quarter free throws, and her first is good, and the game is tied. Fitz put on a foul shooting clinic here yesterday, scored 16 points. Second shot is good. So Fitz knocks down a pair, and VSU's back in front, 49-48 with 1:37 to go. Trojans show some full court pressure. Taylor handles it with a dribble into the front court. Livingstone's Brittany Taylor. Left side Green beyond the arc. Holds over her head, shovels to Patterson, top of the key. Picks up her dribble, gives the ball to Taylor. Taylor guarded by Hickman. Shot clock's down to 8. Patterson between the circles. Shot clock at 5. Patterson hands the ball to Young. Oh! Hagens came up with a steal with 2 shot clock, but a foul whistled against Fitz.
Number 5, Mia Fitz. That is her third.
Fitz third. And that is team foul number 5. And it sends Young to the free throw line with 1:10 to go. And VSU clinging to a 1-point lead. First shot is good, tie game. Deanna Young, 67% foul shooter on the year, has 13 points tonight, 49 apiece. Second shot, that's good. And Livingstone's back in front. 50-49, Lady Blue Bears. Higgins dribbles into the front court. Higgins takes a pull-up 10-footer. Oh, it's off the back iron, no good. And Levitt with a rebound. Inside a minute to play. Livingstone has the ball and the lead. Brittany Taylor dribbles between the circles. And then Taylor bumped and fouled by Fitz, who again winds up on the deck. It's Fitz fourth. She's been knocked to the floor on 3 of her 4 fouls. Brittany Taylor, 83% foul shooter. And her first is off the iron, no good. 50-49 Livingstone, 51 seconds left. Taylor was 4 for her first 4 from the stripe. Second shot's good. 2-point Livingstone lead, 51 seconds left. James Hill wants a timeout. So Hill calls time. 51 seconds to play in a 51-49 Livingstone lead. Trojans will take a full here. VSU just give me like a third. Taylor between the rings. Nadi Taylor dribbling near midcourt against Green. Crosses over, gets down the lane, goes right to the rack. Oh, she missed the layup. And the rebound grabbed by Patterson. 40 seconds left. Patterson finds Brittany Taylor for Livingstone into the front court. She's doubled near the sideline. Nearly threw it away, but Patterson comes up with a catch of a tough pass. And Tiffany Silver wants a timeout to save a possession that was a high wire act, but VSU got a great look out of that timeout. Donnie Taylor lost her defender, went right to the rack and missed the shot. Still 20 seconds left on the shot clock for Livingstone. 31 on the game clock. Trojans don't have to foul. They just need to stop. And Livingstone really threw the ball away twice on that possession. Taylor missing a steal by an eyelash, and it was a good catch by Patterson. A tough pass to handle. So Livingstone will inbound sideline right in front court, leading by 2, 31 seconds left, 20 on the shot clock. Inbound to Taylor between the circles. Brittany Taylor holds the ball on her hip, now starts to go to work with a dribble. She's guarded by Hickman. Right side, Lovett, guarded by Higgins. To Patterson, backs it out to Lovett, 5 shot clock. Lovett driving, Lovett takes a runner in traffic left and short. Rebound Higgins, 11 seconds left. Higgins into the front court. Higgins driving all the way to the basket. Layup is good. The game is tied with 6 seconds left. Dominique Higgins, who seldom looks to shoot, took it right to the rack. And we are deadlocked at 51 with 6 seconds to play. Dominique Higgins who stopped the bleeding in the third quarter and put VSU in front with a couple of tough jump shots. Puts Virginia State in position to preserve their season with 6 seconds remaining. Livingstone using a timeout. They'll have one more crack at winning the game in regulation. Trojans now hoping to get an extra 5 minutes out of this. Dominique Higgins, boy, VSU had a couple of good looks late in the game, but didn't get the ball to fall. That's been the story of the game really for both teams most of the day. Livingstone out of that timeout, gets the inbound at half court. Lovett will trigger. Gets the ball into Taylor, back to Lovett, 3 seconds left. Lovett takes a runner and it's blocked, and Fitz comes up with a rebound and we're going to overtime. Lovett took it right at Tierra Richburg, who blocked it, and we're going to OT. A little more basketball here in Charlotte. 51 apiece on the overtime after this time out of the source. 91.3 WVST. Quarterfinal round of the CIAA tournament. Dominique Higgins scoring with 6 seconds to play to force the OT. Tierra Richburg will jump center for VSU against Bria Patterson for Livingstone. VSU in orange, Livingstone in white. Trojans attack the basket to our right in the 5-minute overtime. And they win the tip to Higgins, who drives down the lane, pops a jumper off glass and iron, no good. Feeds the offensive rebound to Richburg, ball deflected away and stolen by Green. She bursts into the open floor, goes all the way to the rack, and scores off the back iron. Asia Green's second basket, her first was a big one as well in the fourth quarter. 53-51, Livingstone in front, 4.5 left in the OT. Higgins dribbles between the circles. Dominique Higgins gives the ball to Mia Fitz. Out to Nandi Taylor, driving down the lane. Taylor to the rack, takes a runner and scores. 17 points for Taylor, and the game is tied at 53 after Asia Green's runner gave Livingstone the lead. Whitney Taylor for Livingstone. Left side, Green beyond the arc. Green driving, pops a runner. That's off glass and iron, no good. And Hickman comes down with a rebound for Virginia State. 53 apiece, 1 minute gone of the OT. Higgins into the front court. Left side, Taylor beyond the arc. Puts it on the floor with the left hand, drives baseline, got inside, takes a runner, no good. And the rebound grabbed by Lovett, who has a double-double for Livingstone today. Lovett's outlet pass nearly stolen, but Patterson bursts into the open floor, goes all the way to the basket, and curls one in off the glass. Tough finish by Patterson. And Livingstone's back in front, 55-53. 3.5 remaining in the overtime. Winner plays Friday at 1 o'clock. For the loser, the season is over. Higgins, right side, Taylor beyond the arc. She puts it on the floor off a Richburg screen, bounce pass left side, Fitz. Holds over her head, starts to drive off a Taylor screen. Fitz nearly lost the ball, got it back and was hammered by Lovett in the paint, and Fitz will go to the free throw line. Third foul on Lovett. Fitz playing with 4. Livingstone's Patterson lugging 4 around. So is Deanna Young. Fitz eyes the bucket. First free throw good. 5 points for Mia Fitz, all from the free throw line. 55-54 Livingstone. 3:07 left in overtime. Second shot's good, and the game again tied. Mia Fitz continues to put a free throw shooting clinic on here. And the game deadlocked with 3:04 to play. Patterson in backcourt. Up the floor against Fitz. Patterson between the rings. Right side Green. Hands the ball to Young, driving down the lane. Young's shot is blocked, but she's fouled as she winds up on the deck. Richburg blocked the shot and picks up the foul, her third. Deanna Young shooting 2 free throws in a tie game in overtime, and her first is good. That was perfect. Young normally money from the stripe. She has 15 points after a slow start today that included a late first half technical foul. Second shot's good. And Young puts Livingstone back in front. 57-52. Full court Livingstone pressure. Hagen's hounded in backcourt, but finds Hickman, who dribbles up the floor. And Hickman just does beat the 10 count. Puts it across the stripe, lost her dribble. Feeds Fitz with a scoop that pass off the floor. And now the Trojans get organized offensively. Hickman starts to drive, picks up her dribble, looks for help, into Richburg, posted up. Richburg turns to the basket and scores a layup off the glass. Outstanding post move there from Tierra Richburg, and Virginia State is back in front. 57-50. $57 apiece with 2:05 remaining. Here's a 3 buried by Brittany Taylor. And again, we apologize for technical issues. Tierra Richburg scored on a strong post move to tie the game for VSU. Within the 3 by Taylor. Now Brittany about Maddie Taylor drives to the basket for VSU. Scores a runner off the glass and again making a 1-point game. 60-59. Livingstone in front with 1:40 remaining. Brittany Taylor nailed the 3, then Nandi Taylor answering for VSU. Now Young spinning down the lane. Scoop shot's good, but no basket, traveling. And Young, who already has a tee, nearly went snapcakes, but happened to be adjacent to the bench. And Tiffany Silver, the coach, gave her a little hug to calm her down. Then Zena Lovett batted the ball away from Fitz, who was trying to inbound it, and the official's going to say that's a turnover. 60-59 Livingstone, 1:32 remaining. Trojans were trying to inbound the ball. Looked like Lovett reached out and ripped it away from Fitz before she inbounded. They give Livingstone the ball. Right side 3, Taylor off the iron, no good. Green, the offensive rebound. Taylor, an NBA 3, front iron, no good. And the rebound grabbed by Fitz. So VSU down a point with a rock. 1:20 remaining in overtime. Hickman driving, takes a tough runner, no good, but she's fouled. And we'll go to the stripe for 2 with 1:16 left in overtime. Asia Green the foul. Her third, 5th team, so VSU's in the bonus now finally. And will be for the remainder of the overtime. 2 shots here for Joy Hickman. Her first is in and out, no good. Hickman a great first half, 15 points tonight. 69% foul shooter in the regular season. Her second is good. And again, we are tied. 16 for Hickman, 60 apiece. 1:14 remaining in overtime. Brittany Taylor dribbles into the front court. Left side, Lovett beyond the arc. Left corner, Patterson. She's guarded by Fitz now with inside a minute left of the OT in a tie game. Lovett dribbles out between the circles and the shot clock down to 7. Lovett starts to drive on Hagens. Lovett lost the ball, stolen by Fitz. She pounds a dribble into the front court. Fitz picks it up, but is crouched by Lovett, who was just trying to stop and wound up in an awkward spot. And Lovett just picks up her 4th foul, and Fitz will go to the stripe with 44 seconds remaining in overtime, trying to put Virginia State in front. It's Mia Fitz at the free throw line. Her first is good. And VSU back in front. Fitz with 7 points, all from the free throw line today. She scored 12 from the foul line of her 16 yesterday. Second shot, that's good. 62-60. Virginia stayed in front with 43 seconds remaining in overtime. Brittany Taylor for Livingstone. Dribbles across the midcourt line to the top of the key. Drives into the paint. She took about 8 steps and drew a foul. Missed the shot short. Foul on Richburg is her 4th. And Taylor goes to the free throw line after, I don't think Lewis and Clark walked that far. Goodness. 2-point game, 32 seconds left. First shot is off the iron, no good. Brittany Taylor's second free throw misses the game. She's an 83% shooter in the season. Her second is good. So she has 11 points. It's a 1-point game, 31 seconds left. Hagens into the front court. 3-second game clock, shot clock differential. Livingstone doesn't necessarily have to foul, certainly not early in the clock. Fitz dribbling through traffic. Out to Nani Taylor near midcourt. 15 on the shot clock, and Taylor's fouled. And Lovett just fouled out. That's not the foul that Tiffany Silver wanted. Lovett, an absolutely mysterious game today. 24 points, 17 rebounds. We're about to name something after her. But she fouls out. There's still plenty of time on the clock, and out near midcourt, Shannon Buchanan replaces Lovett in the Livingstone lineup. And Nani Taylor on the free throw line. If she hits them both, it's still a one-possession game. 16 seconds left in OT. First shot. Oh, it's off the iron. No good. Taylor, 19 points, but a spotty day shooting free throws. Second shot. That's good. So it's a 2-point game. 16 seconds remaining. Timeout Livingstone.
Timeout Livingstone.
VSU.
30-second timeout.
By our count, Livingstone's out of timeouts. Scoreboard and our unofficial sheet seem to agree. And by the way, the scoreboard here, which is a hockey scoreboard, there's no fouls anywhere on the scoreboard. You have the score of the time, and then you have timeouts and whether or not teams in the bonus. That's all they have room for. They do have a beautiful video board here. And we've enjoyed the work of the CIAA video crew guys behind us shooting the video. Some of you folks might be watching said video. We'll give out a shout to folks watching on the CIAA YouTube page. As well as those of you joining us on HSRN today. And a big shout back to Marissa, Brittany, everybody back at WVSD staying with us. We have some miserable network issues here. Inbound pass deflected away by Richburg. Nearly came up with a steal, but it's out of bounds. Back to Livingstone. Buchanan trying to get the ball in bounds, and VSU almost picked it clean. Now Taylor with Livingstone down by 2. Gets the ball into Patterson. Dribbles between the circles, 10 seconds left. Green knocked away by Hagens. Comes up with a steal. She's tackled by Green. Foul with 7 seconds left. And Hagens will go to the free throw line. Livingstone turns the ball over.
That is her 4th.
Green commits her 4th, but far more importantly, it is Dominique Hagens, 3 of 4 from the foul line today, but a 51% regular season shooter. Tossing 2 here, and her first is back iron, no good. Even if she hits this one, it's still a 1-possession game with 7 seconds left. Livingstone does not have a timeout, according to the scoreboard. They may have that one OT timeout. Second shot, oh, it's hard off the back iron. The rebound loose. Hickman comes up with it for VSU. She's fouled again by Green with 5 seconds left. So Green fouls out. Hagens Higgins helped keep that rebound alive after she missed 2 free throws. And now it's Joy Hickman. Redford into the lineup, replacing Green. And that limits Livingstone's offensive options depending on what happens with his free throws. Hickman's first is good. And now Virginia State knocking on the door of a trip to the semifinals. 64-61 Trojans. 5 seconds left. We're in overtime. Second is back iron, no good, but Richburg rebounds, and she's fouled with 3.5 to play. Well, Trojans have dominated the glass, and foul on Taylor is her second. We mentioned earlier in the broadcast that Livingstone's length might be their Achilles heel in this tournament. Turned out to be their Achilles heel today. Richburg's first free throw was good. It is 65-61, and that should do it. 2-possession game, 3.5 seconds remaining. Second shot is good. Richburg knocks down a pair, and that'll be it. Taylor races into the front court, takes an NBA +3 front iron, no good. This one's over. Virginia State is going to the CIAA semifinals. They knock off Livingstone 66-61 in overtime. And we are back.